Welcome to the show. I am Deesky, and I'm glad you are here with me.
Alright, I like doing that little voice. So, just to remind everybody about the Twitch or the store, Streamlabs store, whatever you want to call it, the store merchandise. I have these beautiful prints as an example of one of the dogs that I painted before. Just to remind everybody that I've got a growing supply of D-Ski art for you to enhance your life with the beauty and splendor of fine art. And I still have the original of that as well too, so I have to, I'm still in the process of getting a store up for that, for the originals. So be sure to follow as well. Yeah, okay. So this is part 2 of this drawing, or painting I should say, of this dog. As you can see here, it's a slow process for me, but it is definitely going in the right direction. Oh yeah. Get some grooves going real quick. Feel that momentum. So how's everybody's weekend? Just listen to the song. Just gets me going. I might have to turn it down a little bit. It's a little bit loud on my end. Turn that down real quick. But how's everybody's weekend going? I know I'm having a great weekend. I'm getting a good painting going. It always makes me happy. So with this painting, to get back into it, I'm just going to start with my darks. Try to work the face a little bit, make it read a little bit better. Right on. There we go. Oh, so you're checking it out on YouTube. Right on. How's the stream looking on YouTube? Oh, he's on Twitch. Right on. Right on. I saw that. So I'm back. Yesterday we had a good start with this painting. And so now I'm gonna keep the momentum going. Keep that momentum going. So I guess I'll go ahead and didn't appear. Message you, but I didn't see it on my screen. It showed up. I saw it. I think. I don't know. All right. So we'll just get some ultramarine blue. Get out of the picture, huh? We'll go with. We'll do some burnt umber. We'll see how that works. Get that. Soundtrack's ending. Sup, Jason, what's going on? My day's been going good. Looks amazing from the start today. Yeah, we made some good progress yesterday. So now I'm going to spend a couple hours and work it a little bit. Let me get some tunes going real quick. Boom. Put that there like that. So I figured I'd keep that momentum going. Just got in, looks amazing. That's right. There we go. I'm glad you stopped by. Appreciate it. Alright. So, I'm just going to look at my photo reference and see what we got and just kind of get started here. Putting in some value. We don't want it super dark. We want a little bit of titanium white, a little bit more umber. And then let's see. I'm not sure if I'm liking that too much. Let me go ahead and add a little bit of burnt sienna. I'm just trying to play around with it. I'm not going for exact matches. And then try to follow some of these forms. And then I'm just kind of working it around. Turn the music down just a little bit. Unique is distinctive. That's right. Gives a character, tells a story. Gives it a style. Make that a little bit darker around here, around this eye socket. Let's see here. An artist's personal touch. That's right. That's what defines me as an artiste. Separates me from the rest. That is right. He is creating depth. Perfect. That's right. I'm letting the light tell the story. It's all about value. At least that is the goal. Let's see. I'm going to stick with this color, and I want to look around the image to try to use this color in all the places that I see fit. Where the F? Attitude come from? Did you get shocked while handling high voltage lines? Yeah, that's just a side effect, I guess. You know, it's just one of those collateral damage. It's that collateral damage. Yeah, if I don't know how many people are in the chat, but my full-time job, I'm a lineman apprentice at the moment, working on power lines. But I always have this passion, this desire to like create, make art. So now I'm just trying to get better at time management, so I can do that. Disclaimer, don't go out and shock yourself with high voltage. My lawyer told me to be clear. Safety in mind first. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I would not recommend that. Electricity will win every time. Flawless victory. Let's see here. Light overcome all. Yeah. Let's see. Just go ahead and throw some value on his ear over here. Let's see. And then we could go over here. Let's work this ear a little bit on the other side. Those shadows aren't as dark on the other side, or as the other side. So I'll lighten up a little bit. Let's see what we got. It takes the finest hands to create said light too. Yeah. It's a little bit too blue. So let me go ahead. You know what? Let me start using some of this yellow ochre. There's a little bit more yellow on this side. And I think that's the color I'm missing. Yeah, this is called a parallel palette. There's an artist, David Casson. He's a very he's a professional realist painter, and he designed this parallel palette years back, and then I picked it up. So it has its disadvantages depending on how you paint, but it's kind of nice to have it right next to it. But I have to sit kind of off center so that I don't block the camera view. But and it's perfect too though, because then I could just have one camera. I don't need two different cameras to show my palette and the painting or canvas. But yeah, it's called a parallel palette, and I don't know if he's still selling them. But yeah, David Casson, he's a contemporary painter. Very, very good. The realism. I watched some of his demos, and just how he works through a painting is just fascinating. But yeah, if you wanna, that's right. But yeah, if you want to check out some really good representational art, I would definitely check out David Casson. So I just want to put some thicker paint down here. just kind of cover this ear a little bit. Get some burnt sienna in the mix. The painting looks good. I appreciate it. It's gonna be a process, so it's definitely gonna take a couple sessions. But man, it is definitely going in the right direction. Like, I'm loving the way how it's piecing together. It's like I can feel it coming to life. Each layer, each, stroke that I apply, it's like I don't want to block the view. Looks good. I think the color is all that's left to do. Well, yeah, and like I said, it's just you just kind of build the layers. That's how I do it, at least. I mean, and the beautiful aspect of it is the fact that I'm not trying to be super hyper realistic, and I'm not exactly trying to be exact with the photo reference. So it gives me some liberty to make those happy mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I can't lose. So now it's just the process of just putting the paint on. And then once I put the paint on, and then I can, I can work it as I see fit. And like, I'll have to redefine that ear. I'll have to, it's awesome. Alright, so just move around this photo reference here and see, let me go back to some darks. I really should pull out a second brush, so I can have one brush for my lights, my high keys, and one brush for my low key. That should be the way to do it, instead of going back and forth. So I've got a couple more brushes over here. I like these small brushes, especially on the smaller canvas. Alright, man. You be good. You have a good time. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Alright. So, I'll use this brush for my low key. What do you think? So let's go ahead and get some ultramarine blue. We'll get some burnt umber, or raw umber. It's burnt sienna, raw umber. I misspoke. And then we'll get a little bit of yellow ochre in here. And then we'll go ahead. It's a little bit too dark for what I want. So let's lighten that up just a bit. Get a little bit more yellow ochre in there. Let's see what we got. What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten? Ooh, that's a random question. Weirdest thing? I'm not sure that it's weird, but exotic. I would say, what was it? Grilled octopus? The tentacle? That was really good though, from what I remember. That was a while ago. I think I was on the Mew in the Marine Corps, and we stopped off at Rhodes Grease, a Liboport. See, this brush, I'm just not used to some of these brushes. Rhodes Grease. See, with the raw umber and the ultramarine blue kind of made that a little bit green. I don't want that green, so let me go ahead and throw some burnt sienna in there. Try to warm it up a little bit. It's a little bit too dark. Let me add some titanium white. Raise that up a little bit. Deer. It's a couple people I work with that hunt, and so I had some deer jerky a few times. I'm not a big fan of it. See, I'm gonna probably have to go back and fix that because that's looking a little off to me. And this brush is throwing me off. I'm not used to this brush. Let me try a different brush. This brush is kind of throwing me off. It's not. It's like the marks are too thick for me. So let me try this brush. This the same brush. Let me. I'll just go back to using the one that I know. We never made it before, and she didn't know how to cook it or cut it smaller. It was very gamey. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the gamey taste. So now I'm just trying to feel out what I got going on here. Music. Alright. It's like I'm trying to keep bouncing around and working it. So let's go back up here and try to make this eye socket a little bit more readable as far as what we got going on. Man, I'm going to want to make it a little bit darker. Let me go ahead. Let's get a little bit mixture of raw umber in there. Darken it up. Yeah, something like that. We probably would throw a little bit of yellow ochre in there. A couple spots. Get a little bit more yellow ochre. Here. Any foods you want to eat? Rocky Mountain oysters. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Yeah, I'll pass on that. Let's see. We want to go a little bit darker over here. And I thought you grew up in the Eastern Shore. You should love oysters raw. It's a different type of oyster, huh? From the sea. I like raw oysters. That was like a New Year's staple. Eastern Shore is flat. It's by the ocean. Right. So I'm just trying to feel. Let's go back over here, and I want to make this a little bit. My mom didn't know what Rocky Mountain oysters were. She completely clueless. Had to explain it to her. I'll pass on that. Alright, let me raise this value a little bit. Let me go back over here. Work that in. She, when she first got married, served my father frog legs. I don't think I ever had frog legs. He didn't know. She put her spices and he ate it thinking it was chicken. After the fact, she tells him, he got mad. Yeah, I'd get mad too. I don't blame him. She's wild. Yeah. She likes brains. Yeah, she can keep that. I don't think I'd eat that either. I don't know. That's the butcher for cow ones. The butcher goes. We throw that out for mad cow disease. Okay. She's like, oh no, that's so delicious. Yuck. She's wild. So there's this live squid octopus dish I want to try. They cut up the legs. Well, octopus tentacles and all that. Yeah, I'd be down with that. But squid? No. I don't want squid. You chew them and swallow, that's what she said. Had a coworker give me a cricket infused chips. Yeah, I remember seeing stuff like that in other countries. They eat like insects and they make candy out of it. That's something I don't think I would care to dine on. Man, that's one way to get some protein. It's wild. It's like, I definitely like the feel of all these different colors and all these different like marks. Like something about it just like really, it just, it's just something about it that just, it's wild to me. It's like, it gives this dog to me, for me, it gives this dog like more distinctive character. And I'm loving it. I'm just loving it. And it's just like, just slowly piecing, you know, different things together. You know, working a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And then it just slowly starts building into this dog. And it's fascinating. I love it. It's like, that's probably why I do it, right? That would make sense, right? You should sponsor McDonald's. I'm loving it. They should be giving me money. Or they'd be fining me because I keep using their trademark or slogan or something. Is that how it works? I'm gonna have to have some catchphrases. Be like, this is some ski magic right here. Ski magic. You want to know what ski magic is? Right here. This is the definition of ski magic. How's that sound? But I'm really liking this brush. I think I picked this brush up at like Hobby Lobby or Michael's. And I'm really liking this brush. Okay. It's like if I had a couple of these and then I could go back to my high keys and low keys with this brush, I might have to do that. Maybe I will. Let's see here. I want to make this mark. You painting reminds me of the episodes of SpongeBob. Of the episode. Well, I don't remember that one. Where they're painting Mr. Krabs' house. It's been a while. But the paintbrush is made from their nose hair. Interesting. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Let's see. Let's go back over here. You do awesome work. Thank you, Ed Swiss One. Woo! How you doing? I'm glad you stopped on by. Makes me happy. The best one in the world. Yeah, so I started this yesterday, and then I was like, I might as well keep that momentum going. And so I'm going to work on this for a few hours, I think. Just trying to piece it together, make sense of it. And so far, I mean, it's coming along. Thank you, thank you. It's just, it's wild. It's just so much information, and so I'm just trying to piece it together, and I'm not really being too specific with making photorealistic or making it match the reference photo. So I'm just using the reference photo as a guide, and then I'm just doing my own take on it, you know, my response to the photo reference. And so far, this is what I got going on. And so it's just a consistent process of, you know, asking questions and solving problems. And so I made some adjustments with the streams. So if I want to, every now and then, I'll be happy with the results. Is working. Is what was it?
Yeah, I really like what's happening right now. It's making me feel really good.
I'm finding new toys to play with while I stream. So I'm just playing around with. I got some different camera angles and different sound effects, and yeah, it's pretty cool. And the Stream Deck allows me just to hit a button and boop, everything happens seamlessly. It's pretty cool. So this whole streaming thing is a work in process, an evolving adventure. So I'm having fun with it. I feel like with those buttons for little audio clips, I feel like a DJ. You know, I can push a button, I get those little clips. I forget what that term's called off the top of my head. Drawing a blank at the moment. Let's see, where was I at? So this is a little bit darker. I think this is a little bit darker over here, so we'll just cover that up a little bit. Because I still got some white of the canvas showing through, so I'm gonna have to just cover that up. Soundboard, there we go. Couldn't think of it for some reason. Soundboard, duh. Where was I? I want to go back to my dark key real quick, so let me add a little bit of raw umber, some yellow ochre, and then let's go ahead and pull this down. Here, and then get some more of that on that palette. Come down a little bit there, make a couple marks there. Let's put a little turpenoid on that brush, thin this up a little bit, and let's see if we can make some marks here. Roll down a little bit and see what we got. Let's get some, raise that value a little bit. Let's add some more, a little bit more titanium white. Raise that up a little bit. And then around. And then let's see. Let's go get a little bit darker value. put this shadow in here. Let's get some ultramarine blue on that brush. And then we'll take this, that, and we'll take this down to here. Kind of comes around. Something like that. And then let's get some yellow ochre up on there. And then we'll kind of work this. Raise that value a little bit. I don't know. I'll have to go back and adjust that, but it's no biggie for right now. It's like I'm still seeing little white specks of canvas popping through, so it's like I need thicker paint to cover it up. And then as I get paint onto the canvas and then, you know, working the layers. But I should probably go back to this nose and see if I can refine this nose a little bit. Let me just clean off this brush. I want to take a quick second break for a second, drink some apple juice. I noticed I've been on this apple juice kick for a while. Like, it's just like so delicious. I remember a while back, it was just like I was more of a orange juice fan than I was apple juice. I never really cared too much for apple juice, but then one time I was like, let me have some apple juice. And like for some reason, like I don't know if they made it sweeter or what they did to these apples, but now I like apple juice better. So I think that's kind of funny how taste buds change. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should have went to this view. Take a little break, change it up a little bit, get a little sip of apple juice. Change it up, and then we'll go back to the painting. That's looking good. Break that up a little bit. So I want to fix the nose. I'm gonna have to fix what's going on with the rolls of the skin. I'm gonna work the body a little bit more, but right now I'm gonna make some adjustments to this nose to see what we got going on. So I'm gonna try to take a look at it. Sometimes you just gotta look at it, try to see what we got going on. So what I could do is I could load this brush up a little bit with this value, thin it down just a little bit, and then try to draw this out again, because I feel like I'm starting to lose the forms. So let's see, because the snout comes down, and then we've got this here, and then that actually comes around. Okay. And then we're going to have a little bit of highlight. And we can make this highlight a little blue. So just a little bit of ultramarine because that ultramarine is powerful. So we'll get a little highlight. I'm blocking the view. Alright. And so then I'm going to try to see this highlight on the outside of this nostril. And I'm going to try and make a mark. Get a little bit more paint on that brush. And then just make a little mark and an impression, if you will. And it's like the value of that might be a little off too, because it's in a low-key area. But I'll make some adjustments later on. And this brush might be a little bit too big for this small area, because I won't be able to get as specific as I really would like to, just because this brush is a lot fatter. So then we've got that kind of wraps around over here. It's tough. This is a tough little assignment right here. So let me go back to my low keys. Let me, that's a lot of ultramarine. I was making these low keys purple, so let me go ahead and add some alizarin crimson in there. Alizarin crimson, ultramarine blue, get that purple. Get a little more crimson in there. There we go. Beautiful. So let me go back over here and try to hit that nostril. And it's actually lower, so I might have to pull that down a little bit. And then over here, that's tough. Because I can feel that it's off. It's not reading the way it should be. Get some raw umber. I'll find this, don't worry. We'll go up here. I'll just darken this up a little bit. Have this darker over here, it's a little bit darker over here. And then we'll go back to looking at these bigger shapes, because I feel like I'm losing this nose. So it's kind of like, let me get back to it real quick. Let me put some burnt or some yellow ochre. Just to throw that in there. that there. Let's see. Look over here. Man, this nose. This is throwing me for a loop. Go back and get some low key here. We'll work this up. It's kind of like I just want to start over with this nose. I'm definitely losing it. It's losing its form. So maybe I'm looking at this photo reference all wrong. So let me go back to my low key here, and we're gonna find this. It's burnt umber, small ultramarine blue. And then we've got, all right, let's think about this here. So we've got the top of the nose, underside. It's in shadow. It's about here to here. So we're just gonna throw down some value right there, some dark value. Okay. So then we've got in the center, kind of comes down there. And then on, kind of has a little bit of value, lighter value here, and then we'll drop it down over here, and then it comes down, and then it shoots over here, and that's a different part. And then that actually goes. It's like my brushes are too big. Okay. And then on the other side, so that comes down, we got a little highlight there, and then something like that comes down, we got a little darker value here. Wipe this brush off, and then let me kind of blend this out real quick. And then we could take this, blend that out, blend that, blend that. Go back to our dark key, reestablish that. Get some Lizard Crimson, get that purple, and then we will then reestablish this, reestablish this. That around, that around, that there, work. See, this is what's throwing me off too, right there. So we've got that's why it's not reading. So let me go ahead and raise the value a little bit. Try to get a little impression here. A little impression here. a little off. All right. Clean this brush. Get some dark value in here and try to rework this. Starting to lose it. I might have to move on and work it later on because now I got a wet mess there. So I'll have to hit it again probably at a later stage, because right now it's a little bit too much going on. So I'll just leave it for now, and then I'll hit it later on at another time. So, but I can work more of the mid-tones around the top of the nostrils. So we've got this kind of color here, and that actually might help read this form. If I can get it to work for me. Might need a little bit more paint. Get some burnt sienna because it's a warmer over here. Try to hold this panel. What was that? Oh, I think that's my timer. I think it's time for me to take a little break. So, let's go. Where's the rhino? And on the to-do list, the Ace Ventura. I think it's actually somewhere in that pile over there. But I'm about to take a break, go to the bathroom, and then get back and work on this. But I'm glad you checking this out. Just spending some time working this little dog portrait here. So I'll be right back. I don't know exactly how long I'll be, but I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. And let me turn this other music on. Alright. So, gotta set my timer. Another hour and I'll take a break. Probably a longer break. I just had to go to the bathroom. So, working on this portrait, this dog. So let's see here. So I started this yesterday. I'm slowly working my way through it. And trying to make it do what it do. It's a slow process for me, but it's all good. But yeah, that Ace Ventura Rhino, I'm gonna have to get that back on the easel. Get that finished up. So that was making some good progress. Let's see. So where was I? I was getting my butt kicked by this nose. So let me move away from it for a little bit, and I'll get it again later on. Here. Let me check something out real quick. What we got going on here? Okay. Let's go back to multi-stream. Like that. Alright. So, let's see. This eye should be a little bit darker. But we'll go a little bit lighter real quick as it comes up, comes down, and then we can make that eye a little bit more better shape on that. So down more. Something like that. And then I'm going to work this socket a little bit as far as the eyelid and eyebrow, because it's not reading right now exactly how I want it to read. So we'll take some of this mixture over here. We'll bring maybe a little bit darker. So let's take raw umber. Darken this up a little bit. Maybe add a little bit of warm note to it. And then we'll darken this. A little bit like that. Something like that. Bring this up. Make some marks like that. Blue hint in there. see here. Let's darken that up a little bit. Yeah. It's quiet in this chat room. What's everybody doing? Everybody enjoying their Sunday? Got any plans for later before they start the work week? Let's see here. And then let's go over some of this gray. Try to get some variation in here. Let me go ahead and make some adjustments to this ear. Try to let this ear read a little bit better. So let me go ahead, get some dark value, work the shadow, see what we got going on. So that ear's turning. little bit higher key. Let's throw some white in there. It's titanium white. Gotta block the view a little bit. I gotta try to position my hand to try to get this form. Alright, so let's see here. Let's clean this brush and go a little bit darker. And then we'll take some of this value. This value over here. Let's see what we got going on. This kind of comes around. All right, let's see here. Hey, what's going on? Oh, that's fine. I'm just slowly, you know, just making my thing, doing my thing, kind of getting in the zone, zoning out a little bit, trying to solve these problems. But it's good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make some salmon later. Yeah, but that's fine. Like, ugh. Take a little moment to break away from the painting a little bit. Let me change the soundtrack real quick. Here we go. Gotta get back into it. Losing my rhythm. Yeah. A little bit. It's like the painting's coming along. It's just I'm slowly building a layer. What's the next trip you have planned? Probably gonna head up to New York at some point. What about you? What's your next trip? Oh, if we're talking about work, I'll be heading to DC for work. Except for my computer and such, everything's backed up. Yeah, I was trying to work this nose on this dog, and it was just kicking my butt. So I had to walk away from it for a little bit. Work something else. I'll have to come back to it. I'm not hungry at the moment. Let me see. I'm going to try to change the playlist on the music that I've got. So let me see. Let's go high energy. And let's just hit play and see what happens. Here we go. Round 2. Fight. Charge! Let's go. Let's get this. Finish him. I mean, it's like the ear. It's like all these little things here. It's kicking my butt at the moment. But like I said, you know, you just work it. And then if we have this comes down, As far as what? Anything you're doing for fun. Like right now, I'm having fun. Alright, I need to get some more paint down. Games. Like, what are you referring to? I don't understand. Thank you for the like, Ed. Woohoo! Yeah. Much appreciated. Likes make me happy. They make me smile. Gets my energy going. Gets me pumped up. Let me go back to a low-key color. A little purple. Let me go redefine this edge here. And then let's warm that up a little bit. Let's put a little bit of red in there. Little accent color right here. Just plop that in there. We can do that. It's like some of these features are throwing me off for some reason. It's like I'm not seeing it correctly. But I've got a solution. You just gotta trust the process. I'll say that 8 million times. That cadmium red is really strong. That's why it's a cadmium. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? I might have to leave this ear alone for a little bit. I have to walk away from it. Back. Ooh, that's strong. That's not the right color I want. Thank you for the like, Angie. Appreciate it. Likes make me happy. It makes me happy. Alright. So, the story is that I work with a buddy that I told him that I was streaming and I was going to do animal paintings. And so he recommended or asked me if I could do a painting of his dog. A painting of his dog that passed. So I was like, yeah, sure, send me the photo reference and I'll see what I can do. So that's what I'm working on now. So it's coming together. I started it yesterday. It's starting to come together, and I'll probably eventually have this as a print on my store merchandise. If you look at this address here, and you go to the merchandise, you'll see some prints or whatnot. I got an example of one right here. So I've got a print of a dog. So that's on the store. So you can check that out. So I'm just slowly enjoying my Sunday painting this dog. So I hope everybody's enjoying their Sunday. I certainly am. Yeah, trying to solve these issues with the drawing or the painting, you know. It's definitely challenging. It's got its moments. It's definitely takes some patience. Because the pace in which I paint, I'm like pretty tedious as far as my mark making. Like, so let me go ahead and raise this value a little bit. Let's see what we got going on with this. Add a little bit more titanium white to this. And then we're going to go ahead and let that. Then we go ahead. He's got a little collar down there, which is, this gets a little bit darker down here. Let's go ahead, make that a little bit darker. Even that's even darker, so I'll have to go back. I'll make that darker. And then over here, and then we'll go over here. We'll try to put this collar in. help make it read a little bit. Get some ultramarine blue, alizarin crimson. Get a nice little deep purple. Feel like I could use an energy drink. So we've got a collar going on, like right here. Comes down into the shoulder a little bit. Get some more paint. I would def mess this up, the painting that is. Yeah, I mean, it's it's challenging. That is definitely an understatement. I mean, there's people out there that make this look easy. It's definitely a challenge. Like, it's like, I try to be quick, but then it's just like, things are off. Like right now, this angle's off right here. So I'll eventually have to fix that. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm okay with that. I'll fix it. How you feel about the people who use bowls and newspapers and fire to make works of art? Yeah, like that street art. You know, it's art. You know, I don't knock it. It's just a different style, a different method, and a different goal. You know, they're trying to. You know, they got their goals. I've got my goals. So there's no right or wrong. I mean, power to them. You know? I'm definitely not knocking it. It's just a different type of art. Very fast. So now I get to try to look at this contour a little bit harder. Try to see what I got going on here. I'm watching Sea Snail Japanese street food. Okay. On the side. Right on. It's like, I wish I had some energy drinks right now. Oh, is that right? It's like for right now, I'm just kind of massing in some thicker paint, blocking this in, and then eventually I'll go back over it and put highlights and whatever else that I feel is necessary. So that comes down. We can go out a little bit. And then we've got So I was watching the other day at work a small documentary on the evil Nestle company. You know, the candy and the bottled water brand. Alright. I didn't know they were evil. They were saying how they would sell clean water to people if third world countries back their clean water after rerouting it. Wow. Ain't that something? Force people to buy back the one they should have free, yeah. How corrupt these big businesses are. Yeah, I mean, it's always been that way. It's all about that dollar. Of course. And make it appear to everyone they're good. Oh yeah, that's PR. So I'm just trying to put thicker paint down. Trying to get a good foundation so later on I can refine. So I'm just trying to fill the teeth of the canvas up with pigment, and then later on I'll be able to fine tune it. Alright, so now I'll go back a little darker, get the shadows here and there. If a flight anywhere in the world round trip was free, where would I go? If a flight anywhere in the world round trip was free, where would I go? Where would I go? That's a good question. Where would I go? Thinking. I mean, I'd probably go to Maldives. Some kind of tropical island. Because I like clear water. When I was in Seychelles, that was the first time I was in clear, warm water. And it was amazing. I remember there was this big cliff off in the distance, off to the side. And just the landscape. Seychelles. It's an island. I want to say off of Africa, but I can't remember exactly, so don't quote me. But I'm going to take like 2 2-minute, 3, 4, 5-minute break real quick, and I'll be back. I need to stand up, walk around for a minute. Okay. But yeah, I was there when I was on the Mew during my time in the Marine Corps. That's around 2010. I was on the Mew. So I'll be right back. Right on, right on. So we are back. Woo! Alright, let's see here. Nah, I didn't eat. I'll eat a little bit later. I don't know what this soundtrack is. Let's change this. It's a little too much for me. Alright. Trying to make some progress. Get this little underpainting done. Massing some of these values here. Alright. Have a good old time here. Let's go. Let's go. Let me back up a little bit. Get some of these darker values here. And let's mass it in. We've got right here. Comes over to about. No, I'm off. Hold on. Interesting. It's expensive to come home. That's if you want to go home. I don't know. It depends. Yeah, exactly. They got power lines over there, right? Got a job there. Sounds like I'm hunting in the jungles of the Amazon. The bow and arrow. I feel like these proportions are off. I'm trying to. No spears and loincloths like the Aztecs. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed it while it lasted. I get summers off, but I never go anywhere. Yeah, you might have to change that. Sizzle likes he wants attention. Yeah, he does. What do you want, bud? Come here. What do you want, bud? He's my good boy. He's my good boy. Just don't be bumping into everything. You daggone dog. You daggone dog. That's my sizzle. That's my sizzle. Yeah. He's my good boy. Get up there. Go ahead. Go ahead. Alright. It's like I just want to put paint on this canvas, and then when it dries, I can check it out and see where I gotta move stuff. But it's like I'm to the point where it's like, alright, I need to stop messing around. I just get paint on this canvas so I can go to the next level. There we go. I took a break early. If I had to travel, I want to go everywhere, like tours around with locals. Yeah, tours are always nice, because I know that's one thing I regret when I was on the Mew. Like, I didn't do any of the tour stuff, so I really didn't get to see the things that were there to be seen. I was more worried about drinking, not with tour guides. Well, you just gotta be careful. Because you go some places, you know, you're a target as a tourist. And trust me, you'll stick out. See, I think I got my alignments way off, because I think this elbow is a lot lower than what I've got it. Let me see here. Let me try to sight this. It's a little bit high. It's actually not that bad. So I was pretty close. Not that bad. I went to India and I looked like a tourist. You can't look like a tourist. Went to India and I looked like a tourist. I felt so out of place. Some aunties cut me in line and then tried to speak to me in the language. Asked my cousin if it would look like an American. She didn't deny it. So I got some paint down over there. Let me go ahead and see what I got over here. Even traveling to India, we always stay at our hometown. My father once promised me he'd take me to see the Taj Mahal. The next time we came back, we didn't go. Psh. Unreal. Spent 11 days inside the house, and man, you gotta go with different people. It's been close to it. Wow. Okay. Well, that's just something something to remedy. Something to think about. Let's see. My cousins all worked and we're doing house stuff. Never really had a good vacation ever. Well, I can relate. I never go anywhere. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'm just putting down different values, general massing in some stuff. Because I think next week I'll work on this, or next weekend when I stream, I'll work on this. And then that's when I'll fine tune all these. I'm just trying to. I remember once randomly my father talked about going to see Niagara Falls or something. Nothing came out of it. He works all the time. When he gets home, he doesn't want to go anywhere. Yeah, it's that's rough. I can relate to that. I envy these kids going on family trips to Disney or nice places. Yep. Yep. The music sounds like let's see. This music sounds a lot like Hey Arnold background music. I like it. Brings me back. Yeah. Trying to think. Let me go ahead. Go ahead and give you a little close-up of what I got going on. It's a process. I'm working it. But definitely next weekend when I stream, I'm going to definitely make some big strides. Because it's like right now, I'm just like wore out. Thank you. Thank you. It's like I'm definitely feeling the fatigue, and I'm pretty sure the stream is definitely noticing it. Whoever's coming in and watching, oh yeah, I know for a fact they're noticing the low energy. I still got to do the collar, the leash, and then work the forms and get the details, and then do the beautiful accents and highlights. And I'm trying to think. Let me go ahead and go back to the chatting view. I'm trying to think how I should go about doing this background. It's like a part of me really wants to do like a colorful pop. Kind of like how I did with the hippo. Here, I'll show you real quick. So, I painted this hippo on a Raymar panel. And I'm thinking, I kind of like how that pops. So you don't think the colors work with this particular portrait? Yeah, I could. I most definitely could. All right. I mean, if anything, I could put the horizon line, give it a little something in the background. Well, walk away from it, and you might have a whole different attitude when you come back to it, if you want to. Yeah, that's usually best in how it works out. So, I think I might end this stream. I think this is a good stopping point. And then, I think next weekend, I'll come back refreshed, energetic, and definitely ready to get it. So everybody who came, well, let me switch. All right, so everybody who came out and supported me and enjoyed this, hopefully you enjoyed the stream, enjoyed the little painting session. I appreciate it. So next time, I'll be refreshed, more energetic. It'll be a little bit more entertaining. I mean, yesterday was good. I like yesterday's stream. Today was... I was a little bit more fatigued. I won't lie. So, with that being said, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a good work week. And hopefully I'll try to be a little bit more active on social media. Let you know what I got going on, what I'm thinking about for the next stream. That might be something. So, thank you. Until next time.